Hi, this is James from Advanced In-Car Technologies. We today are just doing a quick video for you just to show a few things about the SIM card slot on the MMI 3G. So this is the Tech Pack High 4G Audi A6. This particular car is 2014, but it's the 8-inch screen, the biggest you can get, MMI 3G. And you can see down here, which is the 3G unit. This is just before MIB came in. So this is the Mark 1, but the MMI 3G has two SD card slots, both that allow video, and also the SIM card. Now with the SIM card, you can activate quite a few little bits and pieces. So I've gone to Vodafone and I've asked for a data only SIM, and this is purely to give me a couple of options. So I'm going to put my SIM card in, just put it in the slot like so. And you can see just up here immediately the SIM card slot comes in. Now there's three reasons why I want to use this. So what I can do now is I can go to navigation, I can select settings down this bottom hand corner here, and what's most important is that I can choose, once it's loaded up, Google Earth. Now this turns a normal sat nav into something that's far nicer and far more upmarket than any of the others. A lot of cars just don't feature this. So down on the right hand side you're just seeing that it's loading up, and by the time you put your seatbelt on and reversed up the drive, that normally quickly loads up, and then you'll see the Google Earth will light up. Now the other option, just while we're waiting for that to work, is that I've got kids, and you know, my kids these days are rinsing their data, especially these days with Pokemon games and bits and pieces, but and other games on their phones. But nowadays you can have Wi-Fi in your car, and you can see my Wi-Fi is connected down here. I've got half decent 3G signal like so, and they can connect to the device in the car and listen to their music, watch their films, and use other bits and pieces to do that, which is quite good. So you've got your Wi-Fi. Obviously if you go abroad then there's roaming charges and bits and pieces. We're still waiting for Google to load up here, to load up the Google Maps. Now what you can do is you need to first of all go and press telephone settings. So we'll just wait for that Google to load up. Once you've gone in and pressed settings down here, you can choose what that SIM card does. So I'm going to say that I'm going to make my calls not from the SIM card in the car, but from my personal Bluetooth phone, and then that way it doesn't get confused with what that SIM card is meant to be doing. It's quite simple. You go into telephone and settings, and then you tell it just to make calls using the mobile phone and nothing else. Otherwise this starts, you will need voice and data rather than just a data sharer or data card. We just have a data sharer for our needs. Okay, we're still waiting for Google to power up. I have just put the SIM card in. Normally it's a lot quicker than this, but it's just initializing. We can then go into wireless LAN settings, and whilst you've turned off your wireless, or turned on your wireless LAN like so, making it visible for other people to connect to the network, that is the access point that you can't change. That's what the car settings are, and you can change your encryption type. Well, most WPA2 is the high security, and we've just chosen a random password, and the kids then can join in and connect to their device. Obviously it's not 4G, it is 3G, but it's more than adequate enough rather than using their own data. Okay, so that's just pretty simple. And the other thing you can do with this is you can go into data connection, and you can see exactly what you've been doing. So online consumption meter, this is quite cool, because if you're worried about Google Earth or what the kids are doing, you can just keep a check on it in case you've only got a couple of gigs worth of data. Well, luckily we've got 10 gig of data, so it's not really a major issue. So going back to the nav, we're still waiting for Google to load up. I'm going to select Google Earth now rather than the standard map like so. Go back to your map. You can see that Google Earth is loading. Now also, now that we've got the SIM card built in, it also means that if I'm out on the road, somebody in the office can find a route for me on the navigation and download it to my car, and I don't have to do a thing. So that means that they have a dedicated access point to connect to your car from a computer, and then they upload or download certain parameters or programs or other bits and pieces to the car. Now you can zoom out or you can zoom in. It does take a little while for the resolution, for the focus, but one thing I do like about this is, if it'll do it, we are on a private estate, is you can go to Street View. So if we go to Street View, it might not let me do it because hopefully the Google van has been down here and can check this out. So we can go in. It'll only let you do this if you are stationary, by the way. And now what you can do is, if you look at the bottom left hand corner, you can use your trackpad, and you only get the trackpad with the MMI 3G High or the Tech Pack. So what I can do is I can just keep scrolling left all the way around, and using Google Street View you can find that business that you want to be in, or that you're looking for, which is quite cool. So nice little feature. You can do all this with the SIM card, and it works really well. It does everything you need it to do. So put a SIM card in, you're going to get Google Maps, you're going to get Wi-Fi, you're going to get Street View, as long as you set up the kit to allow to use the SIM card for data only. Anyway, you've been watching Advanced In-Car Technologies, just a simple overview of what you can do with a SIM card. Make the most of it, doesn't cost any money, and gives you a whole lot more in your car, one up from your friends. Anyway, thanks for watching Advanced In-Car Technologies.